What's going on, guys? This is Britta here, back with more Free Code Camp, and on this episode we are going to start the Tribute Page Certification Project. So this is one of the required projects to earn your certification. For this project, you will build a tribute page for a subject of your choosing, fictional or real. And I decided to go with Linus Torvalds. He's the guy that created Linux. So let's keep that in mind. And this is what it needs to kind of look like. So back to this one. Build an app that is functionally similar. Use user stories. Your tribute page must have a main element with a corresponding ID. We don't want that right now. We just want this. Okay, and the instructions. Alright, so these are all the things that we need to do. And I've went ahead and uploaded the photo that I'm going to use to Imager so that I can upload my image properly, so you guys might want to do that. So that you're able to add it. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. So with the typical boilerplate, so doc type HTML. Alright, then we're going to have our head. Main element with a corresponding ID of main. So we need a main element. So this is going to be slash body. And then let's go ahead and close this. We got our head, we got our body, and we got our closing tag. So our body ID equals main. Your tribute page should have a main element with a corresponding ID of main, which contains all other elements. You should see an element with an ID of title, which contains a string. And I'm going to go ahead and open the tribute page on my other monitor so that I can just have that to look at. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys are choosing to do, who you are choosing to do your tribute page on. I would like to see those. Alright. Just so I get an ID here. Alright. Idea. You should see an element with an ID of title, which contains a string. So this here is going to be this. So we're going to do an H1 ID title. And it's going to be, I'm going to make sure I spell his name properly, Torvalds. Okay. Linus Torvalds. That describes the subject of the tribute page. You should see either a figure or a div element with an ID of image div. Alright, within the image div element, you should see an image element with corresponding ID equals image. So let's go ahead and run the test and see what we got done so far. We got a couple things checked off, not a whole lot. Your title should not be empty. Alright, let me find the image I'm going to use here. should have a main element with the ID of main. So what I need to see here is, 1 second. So I guess instead of body, we want to have it to be main, which seems weird to me. I don't think we've covered that. So let's see if that changes. Alright, so that made that change. So this is our main, and everything else is going to be inside of the main. So we got our title here. You should see either a figure or a div element. And I don't think we've covered the figure element yet. So I'm just going to look that up real quick. So use a figure element to mark up a photo in a document, and a fig caption element to define a caption for the photo. So should we do a figure element? Let's try it, since I've never done it. A figure element. Alright, and then we're going to do the image source. We're going to put our image source in there. And then use fig caption. Linux. Okay. So where's my image here? Copy and paste. Bear with me, I'm not that familiar with Imager here. There we go. Okay. So we got our photo, we've got our title. You should see either a figure or div with an ID of image div. Okay. Within the image div, you should see an image element with a corresponding ID image. So image ID equals image, and then the source. Within the image div element, you should see an element with a corresponding ID equals image caption. So ID equals image caption. Let's run this test and see. Alright, so we got some more stuff checked off, which is good. Alright, we also need to link our rel style sheet. Alright, so now we can make changes to our CSS here. And get rid of my Imager image. And let's see here. I'm going to hide this for a second so I can view this properly. That's closed. Alright, where do we stop here? Alright, we got the image caption that contains the textual content, image div. You should see an element with a corresponding, okay, which contains this. So ID equals tribute info. So in and then attribute link. So we're going to have P, let's do UL, because we're going to do an unordered list, and then we're going to do ID equals attribute info, right? And then all of his dates we're going to put here, but what else does it say? You should see an element with a corresponding attribute info. You should see an A element with a corresponding attribute link. So that's going to be at the bottom. So we're going to do that in a, if you, okay, not if you, P. If you would like to read more about Linus, check out his Wikipedia entry. And so this is going to have the let me find his Wikipedia page here. Copy, paste. And then we need to close that A off here. Alright, let's see if that did what it was supposed to. Nope, that just did the period. Oh, this is why. There we go. Alright, so, and this needs to have ID equals, what was it? Attribute link. Right? Alright, let's run the test. Alright, we got lots of checks here. Your attribute info should not be empty. Alright? Your attribute link should have a target attribute set to blank. So here we need to have target blank. Your image element should have a display of block. Okay. So we can do that here in a minute. First of all, we're going to go back and we are going to add some information about him. So we're going to do 1991, created the Linux kernel and the version control system Git. Alright, that's one list item. And then we're going to do 2004, named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time Magazine. Close that. 2010. Received an honorary doctorate from the University of Helsinki in 2010. I don't know why I need to say in 2010 because we already did that, so I'm going to remove that. And then again in 2010, he received the 2010 Millennium Technology Prize and no S, and the 2012, how did he get this in 2010? But okay, Free Software Foundations Award. You know what, I'm just going to take this off because he can't receive something for 2012 in 2010. I'm not sure why that's even on there that way. Then we're going to do 2013. He was inducted into the Internet Hall of Fame for his contributions to the development of the Linux kernel and the creation of Git. Alright, so that's 2013. This is what I'm going to do. Let's make this a little bit faster. We're going to do I'm just going to copy and paste. Make it a little bit faster. That's 2014. 2015. Received an award in 2019. Alright. 2021. And we got one more, guys. Also for 2021. Alright. Now, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Not too bad. Now we just need to make it kind of look pretty. Let's run this again. Alright, it's not empty anymore. And now we've got your image element should have a display. So we've only got, this is a fairly simple project because I only have to do 3 more things to make it complete. We're going to go ahead and do those 3 things, and then we might make it prettier if we have time. So let's see, we want the instructions. I can get rid of that and just look at the styles here. And what does it ask us to do? I don't think that I need to do that. Let's see. I need display block. And I think this is wrong. Image display block. Max width. There we go. And height auto. Max width of 100%. Semicolon. Okay. Now let's run it. Your image should be centered within its parent. So the image should be align items center. I think in order to do that though, I have to do the, oh, all right. So that is the second project done. I'm gonna make this look prettier on my own, but what was that? Like 20 minutes it took to do the final project. I want it to look nicer, but I mean, we're done with the project. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys are doing your tribute page on, and if you thought it was pretty as simple as I did. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for hanging out. Goodbye.